besties, welcome back to the channel where I take you on a journey to living life in full, growing and glowing. I'm sure you must have seen the title, so let's talk about it. I don't usually say this often on how I started my business, but today I feel like I should really spill, right? So from the title, I did not have a factory when I started. I did not have a staff. There was no money, just a vision, just a demand I saw in the market, and a roadside tailor. Oh my god. So here's the backstory. So in 2018, when I saw that there was a demand for hair accessories, and I figured out how I can start producing my own designs or sourcing the fabrics and also, sewing them. For someone like me that don't know how to sew, I was able to just figure it out one way or the other, and I got this Roadside Tailor, which will usually come to the house and I made most of my clothes. We call them Obioma or Dwa guys, all those Muslim guys that we call Abuki. So they will come, they will make my clothes, I make clothes of neighbors, So on that fateful day, when I saw that there was a demand of this product, I just got this idea that there should be a demand for hair accessories, especially this certain kind of hair accessories. And I quickly ran it to him. So I brought the design. I had bought it from the market and I said, Alpha, you fit do this thing for me, meaning can you do this for me? And he said, why not? So I gave him the sample that I bought from the market. I said, can we loosen it and see the measurement and see how it was being sewn and see how it was being joined together? Basically, that was how I got this guy as my best business partner that helped me start producing or sewing headbands. Really, back in 2018, I would come back from work and I would have these demands, right? A lot of people would ask me to send them a dozen headbands, 2 dozens, 5 dozens. I think then the minimum I would sell in a headband is 6 pieces. People could literally buy 6 pieces and they would willingly pay, right? So there was a huge demand for this product, and the only way I could meet the demand was to actually get this guy to come and sew it for me. So the Aboki will come to the house when I'm back from work. I probably would have branched the market to buy, fabrics. Then I'll give it to him and say, come, you are sewing this. In fact, I got to a point that because I don't know how to sew, but I know the measurements, I will cut them down, then keep it for him. Whenever he comes, he sews them. So I kept doing that day after day, weeks after weeks, month after month. The business was progressing. I was making money. I was so happy, and the guy was so happy doing the job because he would literally sit down sewing this thing and he's making cool cash, right? These Obioma guys or these Dwa guys, when they literally will walk the whole street down the road looking for customers that will patronize them or customers that will want to have mend their clothes. But it was easier for this guy to just sit in one place and was making money, right? So he was very happy doing my job, doing the work I asked him to do, and that makes me so happy as well because I was not able to deliver customers' order happily, and everybody was so happy. And the feedback we got back then was so great because a lot of customers were saying, oh, I got my headband, I love it so much. But they didn't know the process it took to actually produce the headbands. But it wasn't just me trying to come out to say, oh, I feel like this is the best time to tell this story, right? Because next month, number one hairband will be turning 7 years. And this is one part of my business or entrepreneur journey that I haven't spilled. So it was so interesting to see that the guy would I still remember when when we wanted to launch the African print headbands back in 2018. We didn't know how we were going to do it. I still remember the first sample. I'm going to drop a clip somewhere in this video so you see it. In fact, the first sample was a flop, but regardless, we kept, improving, kept doing our best. In fact, then I never had a thought of anything YouTube to go learn how to do anything. I just knew that if I can buy a sample in the market, I can literally replicate that sample to a different fabric, to something else that people would love. So that's basically how, I started out the business with this Obioma guy, this Roadside Tailor, with just 2,500 naira, guys. It's so funny, right? The truth is, I did not start number one hairband fancy. It was just fabric and my faith. And today we have sold our product to different countries. Thousands of headbands have been sold. I can't really count. We've launched loads of designs, colors, fabric patterns, a lot, you can tell, right? And this just tells me that your entrepreneur journey requires your grit, your resilience, and your consistency. All I had in my head is to create stylish, protective hair accessories for natural hair girls, and all along the business was progressing. The Roadside Tailor was sewing. I was making so much money in the business. I was now able to bring in a staff, right? And I ensured that the staff I got was able to sew as well. So I was not literally looking for a professional tailor. All I needed you to know was how to sew, the basic of sewing, right? Because for my kind of product, you don't really need to be a professional fashion designer to sew a headband. So I got a young girl that knows how to sew. I was able to walk through the whole process of creating, designing, and also building the business with her. And by so doing, got a machine, and the business was progressing. We sold to loads of customers across the countries. There is no country literally that we've not sent number one hairband products to. That's the beautiful part about social media, right? So I would say when you start a business, just give it your best. People love to see progress, because every day I come on social media, I will show progress. I will show consistency. I am posting new fabric. Even if it's just one fabric I have in my collection, I will snap it and I will post it. I will go to the market and buy half yard of fabric. We'll turn that half yard into a headband. I will snap it very well with the detailing, post it, and so I was making money. If you're going to start my kind of business, you know that you don't necessarily need much fabrics to start this business. As little as 1 yard, you could literally produce from it. So every day I will show up on social media, I will post, I will create content, I will do Canva design, I will post it, I will go on social media, look at those international guys that sell the kind of product I sell, and I look at what they do. Because back then when I started, literally there was nobody online selling hair accessories in Nigeria or in Africa, basically. So the guys I saw that were selling hair accessories, the brands I saw that were selling hair accessories, were those outside the country. So I will look at their page, I will see how they position themselves, the kind of context they create. I will try to tweak my own a little bit and post it as well. I was just making progress every day. Mind you, I had a 9 to 5, so you could tell that it wasn't even easy for me all along. Do you understand? So fast forward, we started creating designs. Me and the staff I got, because I'm a creative person, we'll create a design. Even if it's not so pleasing to our eyes, we will try to model it well. In fact, there are some designs that I have created that I personally don't like it, right? But when we model it, when we wear it on the model, it turns out really great. And I'm like, wow, I never knew this design was great. right? So the eyes you are looking to see that design is different from the eyes another person will use to see that design. So know the balance when it comes to creating a product, and create with intentionality. Don't just create shabbily, create with intention. Start with intention. I started with just a fabric and my faith. Honestly, this business has been a blessing to me. I'm not gonna lie. Number one, heaven has blessed me in so many ways. This business has changed my life. Yeah, this business has impacted me. I have grown so well through this business, and I never knew that number one, heaven will get to a point where we are today, right? Having customers shop on our website daily, we are sending out packages daily, we have wholesalers across the globe. We just have business that is working, and I'm super grateful to God that gave me that grace to keep building. So after the first year running number one hairband in 2018, so now we are in 2019, I was like, okay, I need to build a website, right? I saw this lady advertising, oh, create a website for 100k, and because the business was making good money, I was able to pay the lady 100k to build a website, and that website gave number one hairband the growth I never thought of. Because social media is great, like I said, but intentionality, people want to see it. I built a website, even though people were not shopping on the website back then, but because of that website, they could trust me with their money. Oh, for the fact that this person have a website, that means I can trust this person with my money. That means this person is a serious business owner. That means this person knows what she is doing. That means this person wants to grow. That means this person is excellent at what she do. Because that website made strangers become our top customers till date. That website brought in millions of naira to the business. Just as creating a website and just keeping it there. People could literally trust you for that alone. So people will, then there was nothing like pay on delivery when it comes to headband. It was people were willing to pay me 50k, 100k, 500k to buy headbands. So the business was making money. It was a thing of, I knew that this is a thing of faith. I had to apply my faith. I worked. Every time I come back from work, I am working. I am not sleeping. I am, looking for ways to grow the business. I am meeting customer demands. I am exploring the creative side of the business. And basically, start with what you have. Someone was asking a question, how do I start? How do I do this? You need to watch this video. Start with what you have. Really. If it's a needle and thread you have, start with it. If it's a piece of fabric, start with it. I was buying half yard of fabric. I started with half yard of fabric. And I started buying 10 yards, 100 yards. I started with half yard of fabrics. I moved to 1 yard. I moved to 2 yards. I looked at the colors that were in demand. I increased it, right? Don't limit yourself. Start regardless. Don't wait till everything is perfect. Now TikTok is there. Show your progress. People love to see progress. Number one, heaven is turning 7 years, and sometimes when I look, I'm like, so I've been selling headband for 7 years. Wow. It's crazy, right? And this same business, right now we do 8 figures, and it's not jokes. We're working towards 9 figures. Working really hard. Right? So start with what you have. People won't always see your vision. People won't see. People will be like, what is she even selling self? Do you understand? But people won't always see your vision. It is you that know. You are the one that know. Keep at it. When I started, my parents were like, what is she even selling? So they were like, maybe she's just playing around, because I have a job. So they were like, maybe she's just playing around. It's a side hustle, probably she will stop. But the day I quit my job to focus on the business, my parents could see that, oh, I think, and they were so happy, right? At the beginning, people would look down on you. Nobody sent you at the beginning, right? But when you keep at it, it is the progress you make that makes you happy. And making yourself happy is all that matters. Don't wait for other people's validation when it comes to starting your own business. Don't wait. Remember, the vision is for you. So go for it. And skills are everywhere. Till today, I don't even know how to sew. But guess what? I have a team of people that knows how to sew, and that's it. I focus on the marketing aspect. I focus on showing up. I focus on doing the work and pushing the business forward, right? So there are people with skills. If you can find them, pay them. Sometimes you don't really need to pay them so much money. Do you understand? So I feel like this video should have a part 2. I will come up with a story time on how one design flopped and the customer asked for a refund. I'm sure you want to hear that story. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and if you really love this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.